going on, everyone? Gilman with the Wellthy Stocks, back with our daily Palantir update video, ticker symbol PLTR, where we take a look at how Palantir stock traded today, key levels of support and resistance that we are looking at moving into the future, and based on that, what we think Palantir stock could do. So real quick, if you enjoy videos like this, don't forget to hit that like button down below, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and comment down below what your thoughts on Palantir are, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. Let me go ahead and hit record and we will get right into it. So a great green day for Palantir. We are up 5.67% on the day, up about $1.25, which is great to see for a couple reasons, right? First, we haven't seen a nice green day for a little bit now, but also remember that $20 level was a pretty crucial level for us in terms of the head and shoulders pattern, which typically is a bearish pattern, to kind of get rid of that and start to push up again. So let's take a look at, why the overall market was up. And to do that, what we'll see is this article here that talks about kind of the indices being up due to President Joe Biden's infrastructure package. So investors are awaiting that, but that could mean, some stocks are more likely to benefit from the others. And the other part of the market being up today is just, money pouring into the market, right? After we've kind of been selling off for a little bit. So great day in the markets. Let's take a look at, Palantir, how it traded, and we'll see, how it's doing there. So yesterday, you guys remember, we closed here in the $22 mark, and in the pre-market today we pushed up, hit up against our 22.48 level, and really nicely kept pushing up. Took a little bit to get above the 23.62. As you can see, came above, below, bounced on VWAP, tried to go up again at 23.62, couldn't do it, so then we sold off into the close. Things that I like about today, obviously it's more than a 5% green day for Palantir, which is something that we haven't seen in a little bit. And what I also like is kind of the relative strength they had throughout the course of the day. Now, I don't like the sell-off that happened at the end of the day, but a little bit of pullback and profit taking is healthy, it's normal, so it's not something that super worries me. So great trading day for Palantir, great trading day for the overall market in general as well. Now let's take a look at what we see here. So on the daily chart, right, you've got the bull pennant breakout pattern that was forming. We caught that, went from mid-20s to mid-30s, followed by a push all the way up to $45 in the next couple of days. We sold off, right, profit taking, ran into earnings, and then with earnings, three things happened. The first one being we got a surprise loss, so the stock fell on that. We got the big executives that had a ton of shares sold, started selling a lot of their shares, calling a selling pressure on the stock. And then also the overall market was looking very weak. So that took us from the 30s to the low 20s. But what that also did is it created what's called a head and shoulders, right? So we're seeing kind of that second part of the shoulder that was really kind of breaking out here. And typically what that means is, let me bring up that chart real quick for us and see if I can kind of show it better there. It was here, I believe, a few days ago. There it is. Okay. So what a head and shoulder is you got the shoulder, then you got the head, then you get the second shoulder. And typically, that the reason it's bearish is because that kind of second shoulder, when you're coming down, you break through this 20 and you keep going down. That was kind of the scary part for us because, with this overall weakness that we'd seen, we got pretty darn close to that $20 mark, and that was kind of the baseline. If we broke below that, bearish sentiment confirmed, and then it would be really difficult to break above the $20 mark. Thankfully, we got a nice green day, and so if this continues, or even if we trade sideways here slightly up, head and shoulders pattern can now be kind of taken aside, and we can push forward without getting that bearish reversal, because breaking below 20 would be pretty sad. It's not a level we've really been below since kind of November, so breaking below that would be kind of pretty bad, if you will. So hopefully we don't see that. Let's talk about future levels of support, future levels of resistance. So the first level of support, first level of resistance we have 2360s, right? We try to break above that, stayed above it, ultimately ended the day below it. And then we got one right above it at $24.08. We've seen a lot of bouncing happening at that level as well. And then we got the 25.39 coming in as well above that. Those are the three levels that I'm looking at on the upside. On the downside, we got the 22.48 level. That's the first kind of bounce that I'll be looking for if we start to head down again. And then we got the 21.50 level right below there. Remember that tomorrow, Thursday, is the last day of the week, trading day wise. So just kind of be mindful of that. If you have an options contract for this week, it's expiring tomorrow. If you got covered calls, they expire tomorrow as well. But a great push up for Palantir. Remember that my goal for Palantir was this 89 EMA at the 23.83. And if you look closely, our high today was 23.85, so pretty perfect rejection at the 89 EMA, but hoping that, you know, we can try again and this time, you know, actually end the day above the 89 EMA at 23.83. Once we can do that, I think we can establish a good level of support, start to push up. You know, definitely get back to this 27s that we were in just a couple weeks ago after the push up. But what a lot of people are saying is that this could be a W recovery, right? So a little half of the W came down and then maybe going up again. Now, I don't necessarily think we're going to go, you know, rocketing up like we did straight to 45 or even the high 30s. Definitely could happen, bullish long term. But I do think we start to push up. And over the course of the long term, right, we start to, from where we are today, kind of the high 30s, that's about a 70% return. And if we get back to the 45, that's about a 94% return. Again, if that happens anytime in 2021, you're getting a 70% return on your money if it goes back to the high 30s. If it goes to 40s, you know, mid 40s, then you're talking a 90% return. So that's what we're looking at, you guys. Long-term bullish on Palantir. I've got my shares. I've got a leap going out to 2022, and I've got a leap going out to 2023. Holding on to those, selling some covered calls to make some money while, you know, Palantir wasn't doing a lot. So if you haven't, you know, looked into covered calls, I'm probably going to make a video on it soon, so be sure to check that out. But yeah, we got demo day coming up in 3 weeks as well, so that should be super exciting for the company. Hoping we can see a run up to kind of this 27 level by then. Hoping that next time we visit this 89 EMA that we can take over it. Hopefully we end the week tomorrow on a green, kind of green for the week, right? Because the past 2 days weren't the greatest. We are now green for the week, so hopefully we can end the week green. Goal for tomorrow would be to kind of take out over that 23.80s, but not only test it, hopefully end the day above it. That would be amazing to see, and then we can start next week strong as well. One thing I'll say, I know S&P isn't directly correlated with Palantir, but as we kind of talked about, right, we approached the 398 level that I pointed out, got rejected. So be on the lookout for that. If we see a green day, right, 398 is a solid resistance. And then 400 could definitely be a little bit of a kind of breakthrough, right? It's a big deal, so would not be surprised if we see a couple rejections before we finally make it through. Got support at 394, 392, and 390, so not super worried about, you know, the fall either, but hopefully we see it push up. So that's all I had for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to my channel, comment down below what your thoughts on Palantir are, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. Let's remember to be a bit better every single day, and until next time.